Comes players.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Hostile striker drone detected. Now detecting.
Gonna take your stuff. Honestly, I think the UMP is super underrated. I just need to figure out how I want to play with it. They killed Tommy. They killed my bro. Yeah, you're getting your ass kicked today, bro. I'm coming, Tommy. I'm coming to help you, bro. Don't you worry. I think Tommy is a new player because he plays with the shield. Guys, don't play with the shield, okay? Don't do it. What a dumbass. Okay, Tommy, I got you, bro. Tommy might be sticking with me for a while. Seems like the logical thing to do. Tommy, you should have saved your drone for when they come back, bro, because they will. Here he comes. Come on, why did you go rogue? Why did you go rogue, bro? I'm just killing that guy. I'm not going to kill Tommy. Unless he shoots at me, which he is. It's not a good idea, Tommy. Don't do it, bro. This build is amazing. But I need a better SMG. This is like headshot damage on it. And it's not even upgraded or anything. Guys, this guy needs to stop pushing me.
It's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. Don't do it, bro. Of course, he's gone rogue. Let's go, dumbass. Don't do it. I thought this was someone else. Sorry, bro. My bad. This guy doesn't stop, does he? Respect. This is a new player, this guy. Guys, this hits incredibly hard. I've got no stacks. And yeah, that guy's a noob. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't take your stuff, but... Alright, guys. Welcome back to another Division 2 build with you. I gotta tell you guys, this is not a build that I thought I would ever play with. And an SMG that I thought I'd never play with. But, full transparency, I got killed with a guy running an Umbra set with this. And I looked at the SMGs and I thought to myself, well, we need to try this and put this together. So I rebuilt the whole thing and the whole build to fit my playstyle, which is very up close and personal, you know, pretty much very aggressive. And this build is best used in the dark zone if you want to clear landmarks, get through, you know, farming, getting levels, but at the same time be able to defend yourself against anyone that is going rogue on you. Or if you feel like you want to go rogue and you've got your stacks, even without stacks, this is incredibly powerful, as you would have seen in the intro clips. The fundamental part of this build is the actual tactical UMP. It's one, if it's not, it's probably the highest base damage SMG in the game, but the fire rate is relatively low. That's why we're running striker with it. It also helps the weapon handling with recoil, which is really good as well. And together with something like, you know, a shotgun with this, a shotgun with close and personal as well, it's just absolutely valuable. So that's what we're running on the SMG, close and personal. Killing a target within 7 meters grants 30% weapon damage. When you get 30% from that, once you've killed someone, you can get a full 30% from the stacks if you got everything. And then you've got also the weapon damage that's coming from the striker piece, which, you know, combining it, you might push up to around like 100% weapon damage. And this at level 14, which I've upgraded, was 138. Without any upgrades, it's 128k. That's the base damage. So the recoil control is very easy. It's very simple to use. And I would definitely recommend you guys give this a go. So how are we running this? And remember, I've got a shade level above 1,000. Make sure you have that, or else it won't work for you, or you won't get the same stats. Doesn't mean it won't work. But all the striker pieces are credit chance, credit damage. Credit chance or credit damage. So on this one, I've got credit chance. I've got a crit damage mod on that. This is crit damage. This is crit damage. This is crit damage. Then we've got the circle off piece, one raid piece, which has got crit damage, crit chance, weapon damage. And then we've got the memento, which is quite self-explanatory. We've got credit damage mods on all of them because we've got a credit chance mod on the mask. If you had credit damage on that, you would probably run a 6% credit chance mod. In terms of stats, you've got 54, 128, which seems very low, but the amount of damage you do within the first couple of shots, as soon as their armor is gone, it's like 1 or 2 shots and the person's dead. It is just so quick on how to go about this. I'm running Unbreakable because of the low fire rate, and because you just need 1 or 2 shots more to be able to take on a one-on-one, in my opinion. Now, this doesn't mean that if you go up against a regen player that's dancing around all the time, you still might be in trouble. But I did off stream, which I didn't record, unfortunately, run into a regen guy, and you know, he wasn't really dancing around, and I just burst him down so quickly. And not to mention, I was playing regen when the person with the Umbra build was using this. He burst me down very quickly as well. So it's all about hitting your shots. I'm still running flame at the moment. I'm getting more into running flame because of the medkit. It just works if you can clutch it up and get around a corner and get the medkit off. It really does help. The memento stacks and the regen that you actually get from this is phenomenal. So I don't need gunner for armor and kill. You get regen from this as well. It's actually quite significant, which is nice, not to mention the fact that the tickets that it drops gives you bonus armor as well. So the way I would go about this is go into the dark zone and just don't worry about stacks. You can literally just play around with it, because if you've got, let's say, only like a third or a half of your striker stacks and maybe half or like a third of your memento, you're still hitting on average 500k shots, which is significant if you think that you've got 1.8 million armor, 1.7 if you don't have any of the upgrades. I would run 1 red just for that extra bit of damage. It seems to be optimal in that perspective. So let's just look at this. We have absolutely 0 buffs. So remember, 30% from this SMG is not even optimized, 30% from close and personal, plus 30% from this, plus the striker set. And in here, in the shooting range, we're not going to get any memento stacks. So all the damage you see here is essentially with 0 memento stacks. No stacks and you're hitting for 500k. No stacks whatsoever. Right? Now you've got the buff. 30% buff. Now you're hitting for 700, 743. You don't even have all of your striker stats either. Right, now let's say your max stacks on striker. 736, 739, 733. And you've got 1.8 million armor with Unbreakable, which means you essentially got 2.7 million armor with this build. It's just incredibly fun to play with the Defender drone with additional damage reduction. I've got 17% because it's level 17, and I'm running pulse because I want to know where they come from. You need to try and shoot first. That's the best part of this build. But I got to tell you guys, I have a lot of builds, as you know, and I've made videos on every single one of them, apart from the system corruption so far. But I got to tell you, this build is really unique. And to be honest, I'm having the most fun with this build because it's not meta, it's different, and it hits incredibly hard. And I think you guys should give it a go. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know how you would change it if you've run it with Umbra. I tried it with Umbra. I don't like the idea of not having Unbreakable on the chest. And 3 pieces of Umbra for an extra, 50% critical hit damage just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. I prefer the striker piece and we can just run around. And as I've just shown, you don't really need stacks for this to work. And as you would have seen in the intro clip, you don't need that either. When we came up against that noob guy, how quickly you just melt them. It's just incredible. Incredibly fun. And I hope you guys will try it and let me know how it goes. Drop in the comments what you guys would change if you've used this, if you like this gun, what other guns you would suggest. I am thinking about running the AUG as well. I need to decide what I want to do with the AUG because the AUG has got a bit of a higher fire rate but lower damage, but damage is still relatively high. So I'm going to have to do the math on that first. But until next time, all the best for the week ahead. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream.